Bro, what the fuck? Whoa!
Yeah. Pain. Yeah. Hey. I just wanna touch the top. Baby said that she in love and she don't love the lie. Been chillin' with all the bros, I've been above the spot. Shawty said that things change, well it does a lot. Hey, watching out the payment, man, the suds is high. Yeah, lost inside the heart, but it's emerging right. I've been out the way and I'm good. I can find my home. Everything I said it was is not. Yeah, Jamaica, how you layin'? Yeah, you ain't say none, what you saying, baby? I lost you, but who's paying? Don't know why you hit my phone, why you playing? Yeah, I can't handle it without the trusting. Yeah, I can see the top, I wanna touch it. Yeah, yeah, we been getting money, no discussion. I don't let it top and shorty always get the fussing. Yeah, hey, I like the cruise on it. Say she like the way I sound and how I groove on them. I been steady dodging bullets, how I move on them. But he talking out his neck and not a crew on them. Yeah, and I'm sliding. Shawty like the vibe, don't want the right to end. Yeah, to the nice end. Yeah, yeah, to the nice end. I can always keep the cool, I'm never fighting. Man, I love was on the cake without the icing. Now I found new love, different pricing. And it won't cost my soul, no devices. Yeah, I ain't got a plan for it, I'm the man for it. Selling Brody couldn't stand for it, it's very important. I've been off the edge, I've been feeling the wind blowing. I can lose my head and my heart, but they been gone. I just hit the head of stairs when it's dead time. I just lost promises, I regret mine. I just gained a lot of love on the west side. I'm the GOAT, but I would never be the best guy. You might take me out of business like I'm Best Buy. Talk about the go to maybe soon, I know that's right. Yeah. Talk about the go to maybe soon, I know that's right. Thinking about the future, looking good, and it's the best side. I remember.
Welcome back to Ride the Tide Sports Podcast, Season 3, Episode 81, otherwise known as our 250th episode. Yes. No one else, I don't even think, knew that. I knew that all day. I just wanted to drop that bomb until we were live. This is a... I feel like that's kind of a big deal. Big 250.
Kind of a little bit of a big deal, I guess.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's only a deal.
If we're on the road to 1,000, we would be 1/4 of the way there. So, you know, take the wins. But anyways, we got Tycho.
1,000 sounds like so many.
The Wanderer, I know. The fact that we've done 250 already, it's like half of me is like, wow, I can't believe we've done 250. Then the other half of me is like, yeah, we've been doing it for like 3 years. But we got 3 of the boys. Luke is MIA today. He might pop in. He might not. You know how it is.
Yeah, and I'm here. I don't know why my laptop decided that today we don't have a camera.
Or maybe Tyler just got a really bad haircut that we just don't know, and that's what's happening.
No. What happened?
Is Tyler bald?
I didn't get a haircut. I need a haircut, but I promise I did not get a haircut.
Okay. Jesse, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. I think Ty accidentally bought Balding Joe. Didn't know it was hair loss stuff, and then it just started falling out.
He didn't know what to do, so he said, I have camera problems.
Anymore.
He's like,
I think the wig looks real enough, so I'm just not on cam.
That'd be great. You got one of those hats that's like a wig in it. That's what
I logged into StreamYard, and then they're like, Mike connected. No camera found. Are you sure you have one? ? Yes.
So.
Inside the laptop, I hope so.
Ty, it's your government agent, bro. He's got your back. Something was gonna happen today if you got saw.
I guess that means that you guys are in danger.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, my agent didn't want me to be on the screen for this 6 to 7 o'clock span, but you're both on the screen.
So maybe I should be worried, yeah.
Or Ty, maybe you just are the only one that should be worried.
Is someone gonna jump through my window and
do some bad beer business?
I don't think so.
Ty's trying to retrace everything he's done in the past 7 days.
All right, how about sports or something?
All right, let's talk about college football because I will say, me and Jesse, pretty good week. 7-1-1. pretty nice week, I will say. Tyler and Luke also went positive. You're never going to complain for 5-3-1 and 6-3, okay? So the boys all went positive, and that's what you love to hear. Let's start it off with, I don't know who touched this. Oh, wait, yeah, we all touched this game. Michigan and Indiana. It was the only 12 o'clock slate that any of us really played. Michigan absolutely slaughtered them, and they did what I said they would, which was get the over all by themselves.
It's Indiana. It's Michigan. Should have happened.
Was Luke the only one that took Michigan to cover?
No, I took a cover.
I was going to ask. Okay, one of you?
Look, dude, I told you I refuse. So,
okay. Well, they covered by the end of the third quarter. So, and losing it out. No,
but I have to this week, right? I mean, don't I have to?
I mean, are you going to play this 24-point spread with Michigan?
Michigan State has not lost by more than 3 touchdowns to Michigan in East Lansing since 1985, even with dog water teams. I'm taking it.
The spread?
Uh-huh.
The cover of State.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to hope that the money comes in on Michigan, and by the end of the week, I can catch them at like 27.
Right?
And I'm going to smack it. That's kind of my goal.
Believe me, I haven't bet it yet, but it's coming.
All right,
I'll be pissed if the line moves the other way. I'll be pissed.
Now let's get into some good football. We'll start off with Tennessee and Texas A&M. Tennessee covered their -3.5 against – no half. Sorry. That half just came out of nowhere. They won by 7 points. They won by a touchdown. And honestly, this was a very good defensive game from Tennessee, if not the best defensive game they've had all year.
A&M's fake.
Yeah.
I'm mad Luke's not here because A&M is fake.
This would be the time he appears.
Number 2 recruiting class, my ass.
I think I agree with kind of what Luke said last week with Texas A&M honestly does better with no expectations.
Yeah, when I expect them to be not be something, all of a sudden they're beating Alabama by a fucking field goal and shit like that. But when they're supposed to be good, crumble under the pressure.
Correct. Yeah. And everyone was talking about how Jimbo was going to be that guy last year. So if we're not going to shit on him last year, let's shit on him this year because it's year 2. Now we're in year 2 and they're still 4-3 and not where they are supposed to be. This is a team that for 2 years people had them going to the college football playoffs, and they have continuously shown that they're not a playoff team.
Nope. Don't got the roster in a year.
You hate to see it. But you know what you love to see? I mean, another lock that just smacked for the boys. Oklahoma State, the underdog against number 23 Kansas at home. Tried to feed it down everyone's throat. This was the play. And everybody kind of looked at me and said, yeah, we already know, Dylan. This was the play from the jump. So Oklahoma State went on to win by a field goal, 39-32. They covered that +3. And if you took the money line like some of us, it was even better.
Yeah, look, I honestly, when I came to picking this game, I looked at Dylan and I was like, what's the play? Because I don't know the play. And Dylan delivered a winner. So that's all I have to say about that. Thank you, Dylan.
You're welcome. Hell yeah. All right. Let's get on to the biggest game, and I would say the best game of the week. Number 7, Washington against number 8, Oregon in an absolute shootout. Now,
hey, my boy pulled through.
The people who won the bet won. The people who are on the other side pushed. So I'm happy. At the end of the day, no one really lost.
And if you had a Michael Penix Jr. Heisman bet, you're really winning right now.
Yeah, he went from being the favorite barely to now being the favorite comfortably.
Yeah, the next closest is J.J. McCarthy at +1,000.
No, but I will say, and I don't want to take anything away from Michael Penix, but this game 100% was on Oregon coaching. They had not 1, not 2, but 3 opportunities to kick a field goal, and they went for it on 4th and down in Washington territory. They actually went for it on 4th, but the 4th one was in their territory. 3 times could have kicked a field goal, and they chose all 3 times to go for it. All 3 times they didn't get it, and you lost by 3. I mean, at the press conference, the coach comes out, he goes, look, I already know. We should have 9 more points on that board. And it was like, Yes, thank you. That's exactly what I want to tell you because
That's what everybody else was already thinking.
Right. I'm not taking anything away from Penix, but this game should have been won by Oregon, and that coaching fucking lost him it.
I think that's pretty soft.
What is?
Saying, yeah, I know we should have 9 points. I would have told them. Dan Campbell style. I gambled.
You gambled, but at the same time, here's how I look at it. The first time he gambled, they were at the Washington red zone, like inside their 10, end of the first half, maybe like 15 seconds left. That one I got, okay? Because it was like they were up by 4, and they were in a position where they felt like they could do it. The other 2 times, they were in a spot where they were down, and then at the end of the game, when they were up again by 3 or by 4. So my thing is at that point in the second half, you weren't in a comfortable spot, which is why I feel like at any point you take your points. And the coach knows that. We know that. It's the obvious we have to point out.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, that's what lost them the game.
It is. You're not wrong.
And you do that in those uniforms, it just makes everybody sad.
Not me.
Made me happy.
I mean, I know it made Luke sad.
All right, you made one person sad.
All right. Number 24, Kentucky, another favorite that we were on the other side, and we had Missouri. I believe we all had Missouri. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're right.
Yes, sir. And we all, once again, were correct. Missouri covered that plus 1.5 or your money line play. They won by 17 points in Kentucky. Missouri, I think, is the best team in the SEC East. Not the good SEC. The other SEC.
Not the real SEC.
Yeah, the other SEC. I think Missouri has shown that they are the best team in that conference.
The best bottom half SEC.
This is now 3 ranked teams that they have beaten, and also when they haven't played, what do you call it? They haven't played Bama, which I think they can beat Bama. I swear to God. And then they haven't played the Georgia game, which I think is the only game that I look at the rest of their schedule and I go, that could be a massacre. But at the same time, it couldn't.
Hey, who does Georgia play this next week?
Week 8, Georgia plays. Do they play anybody? They don't play anybody. They got to bye.
Well, who's their next game against then?
They
have Brock Bowers out for like 4 weeks.
They have a bye this week, and then at week 9 they play Graham Mertz's Florida. Then week 10 they play Missouri.
Yo. Don't sleep. Georgia's catching 2, maybe 3 losses this year. Brock Bowers is injured for the next 4 weeks. Watch out. That was their whole team.
I think this Missouri game is going to be really good.
Bro, I'm taking Georgia to lose the next 3 weeks in a row.
This is when coach goes, damn it, I really have to show these college scouts what my wide receivers can do.
Facts. And we're about to find out if he actually recruited wide receivers or if he was holding on to Gronkowski.
Yeah.
Because that's what Bowers is.
I don't think I have him losing to Graham Mertz, but that Missouri, I'm definitely leaning Missouri.
Well, I'll see what the spread looks like. I mean, like I'm taking Georgia. Like I'm taking the other team.
You said you have them to lose their next 3 games, not for the other team to cover.
2 or 3
for them to lose.
2 or 3. Oh,
Probably two of the 3 at least.
Okay, so I'm just saying them to lose against Graham Mertz is something.
Who's after Missouri?
Hard for me to see. Missouri, I think yes.
Who's
after Missouri?
Who was that last one?
They play bye, Florida, Missouri, and then number 13, Ole Miss. So yeah,
okay.
Ole Miss and Missouri could be losses.
2 of those 3 are L's for sure. Florida has to really show up, man. They would have
to. Their one game, yeah, ETN would have to go crazy. Number 12, North Carolina. Number 25 should be undefeated, but didn't take a goddamn knee. Miami. North Carolina won by 10. They beat Miami 41-31. They covered that -3 or the over, whichever you were on for this podcast. Everything went well.
Yeah. UNC, baby.
Yeah, they finally got Tez.
Yet again is that guy, and now we know Miami should not be undefeated.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. And another team that we know should not be undefeated because, boy, did they prove themselves on fucking Saturday. Number 10, USC against number 21, Notre Dame. Now, we knew this defense was bad. We knew it was one of the worst in college football. But at some point, that defense is going to catch up to you, and you're not going to be able to fucking 48 points, 50 points, fucking 55 points. It's hard to win.
Was this Notre Dame's most points this season?
Yes.
Yep.
And Caleb Williams throwing 3 interceptions in the first half for the first time in his career almost put him out of the game by halftime. Genuinely. Because Caleb Williams was doing all the same shit that he's been doing all year. Running around, scrambling, avoiding the sack, throwing some crazy shit. Problem
And
is,
at the same damn time, he's out here saying, I need ownership when I get drafted number 1 overall. I better get ownership in the team that picks me. Buddy, you haven't even made it into the league yet, and you're out here asking for stuff like that and throwing 3 picks against Notre Dame when you're supposed to be back-to-back Mr. Heisman winner.
You're supposed to be Pat Mahomes-esque.
Yeah, you're supposed to be the next best thing.
Don't get me wrong. We did just watch Patrick Mahomes do that in an NFL game. So
True.
maybe he is.
God, you know what he reminds me of?
Maybe he is.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Kyler Murray's Oklahoma team. Kyler Murray's Oklahoma team let up like 40 fucking points for like 5-6 games in a row. And Murray would just have to run around and do all this crazy shit, make all these crazy plays, and that's how they would start winning. That's kind of how it's been for USC this year.
I mean, it's kind of what got him drafted too. So
that's also true. I'm not discrediting Kyler Murray. I'm just making the comparison.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. So I think that is wild. Luke, the only thing that I really think everybody kind of wants to talk to you real quick for college is that we all believe Texas A&M is just fraudulent.
Their coach is not the team. Man?
It's not the team?
This is the coach. Jimbo's got to go.
Coach did build the team.
Jimbo's got to go. You can build the team all you want, but if you can't coach them, you're shit.
Hey. I mean, that's a good point.
Good Deion Sanders up there or down there.
Prime time.
Imagine prime time as an Aggie. Ooh.
All right, well, that is the
power.
college football slate that we had for this week, and now we can roll into the NFL slate for week number 6. Okay, so starting off, normally just going to do like 6 or 7 games, kind of how we've been on the same pattern. Let's just start it off with the best game, ranked-wise, of the week. The 5-1 team, or the 4-1 team against the 4-1 team. Buccaneers, Lions.
4-1,
Lions, 3-1, thank you. Lions absolutely smacked them from start to finish. This defense has once again proven that they are low-key one of the best in the league, and Tampa couldn't get anything going from the jump. 20-6 was the final.
2 field goals, any team. That's a big accomplishment. Shows how good your defense is.
Yeah, you beat a first-place team by 14 points. I think you got to be feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, because Baker, prior to this game, was playing well. The team prior to this game was playing well. You can say what you want about the competition, you know. But, hey, we slowed that train down.
We really did. Ty, do you have anything on this?
Bro, what's uncomfortable, like, to think about, let alone say out loud or just bring yourself to say out loud, is that the Lions, like, every week this year have raised the bar one step higher every week.
Yeah, they're getting better.
To where now we're at this point, you can logically talk about the Lions competing to have the best record in the NFL by the end of this season.
Correct.
Yep.
Which means you also have to talk about
totally
Jared.
insane.
Which means what's also insane is Jared Goff this week has also entered the MVP conversation.
Bro, Jared Goff's having an MVP type season. The Lions are pay this man like you've never seen in Detroit, because we did it with Stafford when nothing was like, we hadn't won anything.
Yep.
I feel like we're gonna win something this year and pay the quarterback and be really good. Like, we don't do this here. It's weird.
Hey, Bill Murray, the curse got lifted off of.
For real, Bill Murray.
As of right now,
13-3 since that day.
13-3.
As of right now, how it stands, I think both teams won the Rams and Lions trade. I think both teams feel pretty damn good about how
We
they
just need to fleece Puka Nakua and we're good.
stacked. Yeah, I think they're both feeling like, all right, this worked out for us. This worked out better for us. You know what I mean? So
Actually, they replaced Cooper Kupp with Puka Nakua, so we can just have Cooper Kupp now. That's fine.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Going to Monra hurts my head though.
that's true. Damn, I just realized that we only talk about the close games, and like fucking almost every game this week was close. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to try to just go through these quick. All right, Titans, Ravens. The Ravens won at 24-16. The only thing I have to say is Ryan Tannehill got hurt, same ankle he hurt before. Should be out for 4 to 6 weeks. That's all I got.
I'll say one thing on that. I know that you clap because you want Malik Willis in, but I don't know if
It isn't that. It isn't that. I don't want Tannehill. I'll be okay if Will comes in next game and he throws like 220 yards, same thing Tannehill did last week. I'll be like, wow, that was okay. I just don't want Tannehill. You're not going to get anything better from him. You're going to get more outcome out of Will or Malik. Just fucking stop, please. Please. We beg you. We're done with him. And I speak for Tennessee fans. Does anyone have anything on this game? Because I mean the Ravens, they pretty much.
I mean, fuck. I guess not.
It was never close. If I'm being honest, they made it close towards the end, but the Ravens kind of dicked them down. I hate to say it.
London and unders. No matter what the game may look like, it's gonna hit.
Our unders hit. I mean, yeah, this was. I think we all had the under in this game, so good for us.
Unders and money line.
Oh, Luke did have the Titans money line. Yes, I'm sorry, I forgot. All right. Next game, Falcons, Commanders. Was a pretty close game. Commanders eventually pulled off the W. Sam Howell had his worst game so far this year in terms of passing yards, but still threw for 3 touchdowns. And then Desmond Ridder threw for 300 yards and 3 interceptions. So what the fuck? I can't figure him out. Is he bad? Is he good? Is he just Jameis Winston? I don't know.
Did he not throw the ball 47 times?
He was 28 for 47.
See, that's the whole Atlanta problem. Desmond Ridder should never throw the ball 40.
I thought this was a team that had Algier, Patterson, and fucking Bijan, and they were going to just run the ball down everyone's throat. Why the fuck is Desmond Ridder throwing the ball almost 50 times in a football game?
That's Kirk Cousins' numbers.
That is ridiculous.
I think that's a little extreme, and that's why you got 3 interceptions out of him.
Yes.
Because he threw the ball too much.
I'm going to their rushing stats right now. Algier had 13 carries, Bijan had 13 carries, Ridder ran twice, and Cordell had 1 attempt. Is he hurt?
He's been iffy.
Okay, I was gonna say because the past couple games,
Darrell Patterson has
attempt.
only played in weeks 4, 5, and 6. He has 1 attempt all year.
Yeah, and no yards. So I was like, "The fuck is going on with bro?" I thought this man over the past 2 years was like torturing the league.
We're not even gonna count Cordell's run. There's no reason that you should have as many completions as rushes if you were the Falcons.
They had 29 rushing attempts and 47 passing attempts.
No, I'm saying Boy had 28 completions and they ran the ball the same amount of times.
I get what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
That's not – he shouldn't even throw the ball 28 times, if you're being honest. It should be like Lamar where he throws it like 28 max.
God, man. This fucking team is so confusing.
All right, I figured it out. Patterson had a thigh injury. And then he came back week 4 perfectly healthy.
Okay.
But because they have Algier and Bijan, he's literally just a gadget player. So, like, they're probably going to end up trading him.
As they should. And you know what? I feel like he's one of those people that he'll go.
Who's having some running back issues?
He'll go to a team and he'll get utilized in more ways than one.
Come to the D.
The man was put on as a joker to start the year. And you don't see that and go, I'm at least a little interested.
Well,
it's not
what
working out.
we didn't know is that meant he would just be a joke this year.
Yeah, but I don't know. This game, it was just a game, I feel like. Both these teams, I mean, it's just a game.
That's a great quote. Jesse goes, this game, it was just a game.
Like, it's Washington, it's Atlanta. Washington's not finishing first in their division or second. Atlanta could not finish, but they could. I don't know. Both teams.
Look, you telling me Washington can't sneak ahead of Dallas? Dallas will fall apart.
Hey, yeah, honestly.
It's possible.
It's possible. It's possible.
It's possible.
But the Eagles, dog-ass schedule. 49ers, dog-ass schedule. Lions.
Not that much.
We are cruising.
Next year, our schedule might be fucking terrible.
Yeah, now that the NFL recognizes, shit. They're
Because
your
number
schedule
one
is
seeds
based
are
on-
number one seeds
Yeah.
in the divisions they have to
fuck.
play, and we're gonna have to play San Fran's division. But I mean, we'll have to play San Fran probably, and we'll also have to play the winner of the Miami Buffalo Jets here.
All right. Well, you know
Yeah,
what, bro? We'll talk about that when it happens. Bro. We'll talk about that when it happens. All right, Jesse. This is your opportunity to talk your shit because we were all against you, and the Bengals won against the Seahawks.
They covered that spread.
And you guys did. You won 17-13. I honestly didn't think you were gonna pull it off.
Defense
did.
played quite well against the Seattle team that I think has a very solid offense.
Well, what's weird is your secondary is still not very good. Geno still threw almost 350 passing yards, and
Points didn't get to the board.
what I was gonna say is the one thing that you've done really good last week and this week is your red zone defense. You guys are very good at holding them to 3. You guys did that 3 times this week.
That's the problem
4
right
times
now.
last week.
We can't deal with too much space. So the less space we have to do, the better we start to get. Some teams get worse the more space. I mean, worse the more space.
Do you have anything on Joe Burrow throwing for 180 yards and a pick again? Still not looking like the Joe Burrow we know.
It was, I mean, I feel like Seattle's defense was also to blame for that because they were, even though we got 17, the defense still played pretty good. So, I don't know. We'll see.
I'm just asking you. I'm just asking you because I feel like every game, Bengals fans are waiting for that game for Burrow to break out.
That was
And
last
it
week.
hasn't happened yet.
He did it with just Chase. I'm fine with it.
Okay.
He's capable to go for 330. The O-line has a lot of problems as well. They're not the best. I don't think they're top 10. But they're there.
I'll give you that. 100%. Ty, do you got anything on this?
Nope.
Okay. Next game. Browns, Niners. 49ers, Mr. Undefeated, no more because the Cleveland Browns came in and Jake Moody, he missed 1 field goal. He missed 2 field goals. And oh boy, did he cost the Niners a W.
Listen. I'm not
Yeah,
mad.
listen, a normal week I'd be mad, but let's not act like over half these field goals that kickers were kicking this week were missing. Like there was like a weird anomaly throughout the league where kickers just kept missing field goals.
I feel like Moody was sweating his ass off. Your team's undefeated. You got to make the last point. We know you played in college. We know you're ready for this, but I think the spotlight got too bright for him on that second kick.
He's probably in his head because he already missed one.
Yeah, like that. The game is on you. You have to make this, or your team loses. You missed the first one. Rookie season, it can get difficult.
I mean, here's the thing. San Francisco, they were at a spot where they were in the fourth quarter. They were down. They had no Kittle. They had no McCaffrey. They had no Debo. And they still drove down the field with Ayuk and Greg Jennings. And they were able to still continue to make something out of nothing just for the kicker to botch it. So, I mean,
Greg Jennings?
I would
Are you talking about the best player ever?
No, I meant Jawan Jennings. Fuck, not the Packers wide receiver.
I was like one of the greatest.
Jawan Jennings, my bad. He had 7 receptions.
Playing next week?
No, Jawan Jennings. He had 4 receptions.
Where's Donald Driver at right now?
All in the second half. Sorry.
Jordy Nelson. Everybody's coming
But
out.
my point is they made something out of nothing, and then they still lost. So I can't really take anything away from San Francisco. Like, am I going to look at this game and now I'm going to go, okay, does this put them down?
Nope. I'm not agreeing. healthy roster, yes, we know what the 49ers are. But
Right.
injuries are a part of the game, so I don't care. They drop now.
What do you mean they drop now? Debo and McCaffrey are both coming back next week, so they would stay.
Yeah. But what I'm saying
If they
is,
were out the next couple
if
weeks,
they're
then
out.
I see where you're coming from. But your
'Cause I
logic
didn't
gets
see it was
avoided
confirmed.
by them coming back.
I didn't see it was confirmed. They were back. My bad.
Debo is confirmed. CMC, he always says, I'm feeling okay, but we never really fucking know if he's okay. Okay?
They also don't,
Look, I'm totally cool with this. The whole 49ers team can do this every week up until the playoffs. Yeah, guys, we're fine, but they're really playing injured. And then boom, we play them and we just pick them off one by one out of the game.
Well, apparently, we got beef with
Chris
them now
Walker.
because CJ and Debo are going at it on Twitter.
Yeah, so clearly we have to meet them in the NFC Championship game, or else all of it was for nothing,
I guess.
right? I mean, it's
Yeah,
NFC Championship or bust.
their schedule is tough. They're gonna lose a couple more for sure.
Oh, Lions fuck around and get the number 1 seed and get a bye. Watch
It's
out.
possible.
It's
Very
very
possible.
Does that
With-
not scare any of you? Because
It
that
scares
scares
the
the shit out
fuck
of me.
out of me.
It doesn't scare me.
Thank you. Okay, I was gonna scare. I would fucking hate to be a bye. Let us play in the wild card. Let us get that home playoff.
Oh,
win,
that yeah.
please.
I want the 2 seed.
Yes,
first.
that's what I want. I want the 2. I want that wild card home playoff win, please.
I want 2 playoff games, and then the Eagles beat the 49ers, and we get 3 playoff games.
All right.
Okay, anyways.
This game was boring. This game was a blowout. This game was also a blowout. Raiders, Patriots. The Raiders pretty much solidified that the Patriots are going to be 1-7. They solidified that the Patriots are probably going to be the worst team in the NFL, if not the Panthers. I'm not going to lie. That's what I learned from this game.
Okay,
They
so
didn't throw it-
hear me out. Is Bill Belichick going to get Caleb Williams?
See, now that is my thing. Does he want Caleb Williams, or is he going to be like – because I feel like he's going to look at Drake May and just get off. Like, oh, my God. Like, we know the quarterbacks that he likes. He's not going to look at Penix, and we're going to be like, what? He's not going to look at Williams. We're going to be like, what?
That's if Bill Belichick is even there
That's
next
because
year.
Bill is making a mistake, man. Like, you're not going to find a guy that looks like Tom Brady that just turns into Tom Brady again. You're not going to do it twice, I promise. Because that's exactly what you tried to do.
He really believes he is, though.
We all saw that shit, Bill. We can see right through it. You drafted Mac because he was the quarterback in that draft that reminded you the most of Tom Brady. We see right through you.
Yeah.
That's not, quite frankly, what the NFL is turning into.
He would take Caleb. We saw him take a slight step in life by putting Cunningham on the roster.
I mean,
he doesn't like Malik. He doesn't like Malik. And I can tell you right now why. Because every time Malik came on that field last game and did something, he immediately got pulled when they got close to the fucking red zone, and he put Matt's dumbass back in. He did it 3 fucking times. He doesn't
you know what
like
happened?
Malik.
You know what happened, Dylan? Cam Newton ruined that style of quarterback play for Bill Belichick. Now he
Yes, but Malik is a dog. He
It
was so
doesn't
good in
matter,
preseason.
Bill.
He was
Bill
so good
hates
in the regular
ball.
season.
Cam Newton killed it for him.
Genuinely, I agree, and it sucks because people like Malik are getting fucked. God. All right, next game. That wasn't even fucking close either. The Cardinals suck. Next game, Jets, Eagles. The Jets took down the Eagles 20-14 for the first time in franchise history. And they did it with Zach Wilson. It's just a little cherry on top.
3 missing quarterbacks.
That I picked the 2 best teams in the NFL to lose. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
This was crazy.
this was absolutely insane. I did not have this on my bingo card.
That lay was beautiful.
Big shout out to the Jets money line that I hammered last weekend.
Love to see it then. I mean, the Philly, I'm not going to lie, it wasn't like they played bad defensively. It was just this offense. They couldn't get shit going. Also, Devontae Smith, you're not safe, bitch. You're stinker of the week. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 passes. 2 of them were in his 2 hands. The other 2, he should have easily caught as well. 4 drop passes for Devontae. And this has nothing to do with fantasy. Everything to do with me watching Red Zone during the game and being like, wow, did Devontae drop it again? Yeah. Holy shit. And they just kept throwing it to AJ, and that's how we got 150 fucking receiving yards. But wow.
Well, I think if you catch the
let's
ball,
go pick up Julio Jones.
And if you don't get the ball, you shouldn't get the ball. So that makes sense. Can't argue that.
These boys said you dropped so many balls, we're going to pick up fucking almost 40-year-old Julio Jones for your dumb ass.
Hey, I feel like we talked this same type of smack about him when he went to Tampa, and then he gets those little 4 sprinkled touchdowns. At the random moments where you never thought he could possibly be open. And who caught that ball? Who was that? Oh my God, Julio Jones.
Oh, man. I do like watching Philly and the 49ers lose. That is a good feeling. All right, let's get to Monday Night Football. And like I told you, 15 points, Jesse, is too many goddamn points, and you never take it in the NFL.
Hey.
Of course, the Giants covered. Of course, it was only a 5-point game.
I don't like how you didn't comment on the same double-point spread for the Dolphins game. You didn't want to say that, huh? You didn't want to be wrong, and you went to 15. Last week it was 14. Go to hell.
I was like, that's a blowout. Fuck that. 21-point game. Yup, let's go to this game.
Yeah, you really did that.
I'm not gonna lie. I know what I did. Yeah, I skipped right over that bitch.
Giants defense played out of their goddamn mind and had Buffalo confused.
They were finally healthy. This was the first game all year the Giants had a healthy defense.
Oh, yeah. That is what got them to the playoffs last year, isn't it? And Danny Dimes playing magical.
Yeah, and you know what? None of us thought the Giants were going to win this game. It was just whether or not those 15 points were going to get covered or not. So Buffalo obviously won.
I don't know. How much of the game did Danny Dimes play?
Danny Dimes played 0 minutes. Tyrod Taylor played the entire game.
Yeah, Tyrod.
No, I was talking about last year. What got them?
No, Jesse was saying how that's how they won last year because they pretty much just relied on their defense, and then Dimes would pull some shit out. I knew where you were coming from. All right, Monday Night Football, Chargers, Cowboys. Cowboys pull it off 20-17. They covered. They won. And I have nothing left to say other than, God damn it, Justin Herbert. Stop throwing interceptions in clutch moments. That's what I got to say to you, Herbert. Because you do it a lot. And no one really likes to talk about it.
I'm not going to lie. I was very confused. Okay, so they put in, it was like the drive where the last drive they had before the Cowboys got their field goal. They didn't have Eckler block. They kept sending him out on a route, like a hook route after he blocked. And Herbert just kept forcing it. And he's been forcing a lot of passes. And he's like, I don't know if it's because the plays they're calling, his reads are just.
Yeah, he had 9 targets on 4 catches.
But.
Wait a minute. He had 9 targets on 4 catches. How the fuck did 5 checkdowns get incomplete? You tell me 5 times you went for a dump off or a check down to your running back and they weren't complete?
Yeah, low key, because a lot of them were like,
kind of wild.
No, because you got to remember, when there's no intentional grounding, that's a target to a receiver who's near.
Oh, yeah, so when they just throw it on the ground type shit, I know. Yeah. Okay, that's a good point. Ty, Luke, do you guys have anything on this game?
Not really.
Cowboys are still frauds.
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. Wait. I got something because it just clicked. C. Lamb quoted Jamar Chase saying he feels the exact same way.
He's always open.
Yeah.
That's funny because I don't feel like CD get. Jamar does not get space.
7 targets, 7 receptions, 120 yards. CD, you had a good game.
CD usually is open.
Yeah, well, he's saying that he needs more because he's always open. But last time, well, didn't.
But he's had his moments.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the second leading receiver was Tony Pollard. I think he'll be okay.
What do you talk about? Jake Ferguson's taking on his turkey.
Yeah, James Ferguson, fuck off. That's what he can do. All right, let's move sports. Let's switch it into from one sport to another. Tyler, what do you want to go to next?
Pick your poison.
All right, let's go to baseball. Let's go with the MLB Playoff update. We got two series. We got the NLCS and the A. What?
I clicked the wrong button.
Oh, we got the NLCS and the ALCS, both series kicking off, and both teams have a 2-0 lead over their adversary. That was my word of the day for Alexa, adversary. Genuinely, she told me. So I wanted to use that in the podcast.
Dylan, what does that mean?
I think it means rival or opponent. Like my adversary. That's my rival. That's what I'm facing off against. Can anyone confirm or deny?
I cannot confirm nor deny because I haven't used that word in a long time.
Yes, Dylan, you're correct.
Okay.
Bravo.
So let's start off with the ALCS that is taking place tonight at 8 o'clock. Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros. The Texas Rangers are up 2-0. Boy, do you love to see the Astros hopefully get swept. I mean, don't we all kind of don't want the Astros? Fuck the Astros. I mean,
Hey, let's be honest here. It's very possible for the fact that we have, people say it. A lot of people talk about it. It's a thing. Tigers players do pop in playoffs. Old Tigers players. Max Scherzer, can he do it? Last time he pitched in playoffs was for the Tigers.
that is true. Game number
That's
3.
literally last time he was on the mound.
Look, I think Mad Max can definitely do it. Their problem is not Mad Max, though. Their problem is something that I said was a problem last year and has been a problem in past years, and that's Double M Mattress Mac. Bad luck, man. Just bad luck.
No, this is good for us because, listen,
If you're a
Mattress
Houston
Mac
fan,
is on a
if I was a
consistent
Houston
pattern.
Astros fan, I'd be pissed.
Matt,
Every year, this man bets
Oh.
like $5 million on the Astros. I'd be like, there goes the fucking World Series.
oh, you're talking about, okay, never mind. I thought you were talking about this is bad for the Texas, and I was like,
Nope.
I
Nope.
picked it up too.
I said Houston doesn't have to worry about Mad Max because Max Scherzer pitching against them. They have to worry about Mattress Mac, who supports them and drives everything the wrong way.
just so you know, Ty, he's on every other streak. He won his money in 2017. He lost in 2018. He won in 2019. He lost in 2020. He won in 2021. Lost in 2022.
Oh no. Come back.
Dylan,
Fuck.
by your logic,
Oh, fuck. I didn't even know that was what it was. I thought it was.
bro, he
oh,
probably
no.
put more down today.
Okay, Houston, you need to get swept. You need to get the fuck out of here, bro. I need just annihilation. But
It's
so
a
far,
7-game
Texas,
series, right?
yes.
No. Oh, it is 7?
Yeah, the AL, the NLCS are 7 games.
Okay, if it goes to 3-0, I might just put $10 on Houston to win the World Series, just because if that's true and they make that kind of run and then end up winning the World Series, that would be incredible.
Yeah, they're going to be down 3-0, and you're going to see Mattress Mac double his money, and then you're going to fuck.
Tyson go,
Whoa,
damn
fuck.
it.
And then,
Don't know
then
what
you
to
got
do
no
now.
choice. Then you got no choice. I'm sorry. You got to do.
This, that. No, he
Just
always
sprinkle. You could just sprinkle at that point.
Exactly. Come on, man. All right.
Other series. And
The other
I'm not
side of
gonna
the
lie,
coin.
This one isn't as close. 5-3 game 1, they might hang in there. And then last night, 10-0, annihilation. The bank was rocking, and the Phillies are rocking over the D-backs. They also lead 2-0 right now.
The offense is just not going right now.
It's
There's
just
only
not
That's
going.
the issue.
There's only so much you can do
Man.
against the Phillies at home.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, not leaving runners stranded on the bases. Like, I'm pretty sure before the end of the game, it was late in the game, I saw a stat. They're like 2 for 18 on hits, or like hits and running runners position,
They
like
might have only had
in position to score.
or like 6 hits.
Hits with runners.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean, you're the pitchers can only do so much without getting any run support.
Yeah, and you know what? The reason I'm not getting that run support is this Phillies pitching staff. I mean, we talked about it at the beginning of the year, Jesse. This is what we thought was going to be their downfall. We know Philly has the bats. We know Philly has the power. But how deep is this pitching staff, and how deep can it take them? That was what we were talking about, I want to say,
we were never worried about
summer.
Nola and
Wheeler.
Nola and help me out here.
Zach Wheeler.
Yeah, I was worried about Wheeler, but
You were? I was never worried about Zach Wheeler because
I wasn't worried about Nola. But
Zach
Wheeler
has been dealing. Nola now is second in Philly's history for playoff ERA.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have game 3. Ranger Suarez is coming on the mound with a 1.04 ERA. I mean, this Phillies pitching staff has been pretty damn good, if I'm being honest.
Lockdown.
And that doesn't take anything away from the D-backs pitching staff, but when you're not getting run support, yeah, like Luke said, put you in a hole.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the vibes will be a lot different with the Diamondbacks being home because, like, Phillies are 26-11.
The Phillies have not lost a playoff game against a National League opponent at home in 10 fucking years.
Yeah, that's just
that's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It's been 10 years since they lost a home playoff game against a National League team.
And
so if they're the favorite, like the better seed, and they get more home games than the other team, odds are they win the series.
That is how it's been, yes.
Because they're going to win all their home games. And if you play 4 games in Philly and only 3 in Arizona, yeah.
And that was how they won, honestly, Ty. That was a big part of how they won their World Series when they did back in 2009.
That makes sense.
They were home pretty much majority of those games.
That was more than 10 years ago, but I know.
I was going to say, every memory I can think of just now of them like clinching and their big moments was all at home. So, I mean, that home Philly atmosphere, I will say, I don't see a whole lot of baseball games where they're standing the entire fucking game.
This is true.
So, yeah, that Philly atmosphere is kind of crazy. Hopefully the D-backs can, I think there's a higher chance of the D-backs making a series out of it than the Astros, if I'm being honest, like taking Mattress-Mac out of it. But we'll see what happens.
I can't take him out of it, man.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
The baseball. But I understand. It is hard.
He's everywhere I look.
After I said that every other year thing, it's fucking nearly impossible now. I understand. But that is where we're sitting at for the MLB playoffs, which means the only thing we have left is to get into. So now we can swing into the Puck Luck picks. Oh, yeah. Throw that at. Oh, yeah.
What's going on, guys? Tycho here, taking a quick break in the action to tell you about sixpackcoverage.com. You can go on there and check out all your favorite sports, finance, food and travel, fitness, and entertainment podcasts. They've got it all on there, as well as content from all of your favorite colleges, with more on the way and more added every day. So make sure you check that out, as well as the merchandise tab. Be sure to get all of your six-pack coverage gear at the merch tab there with the hats, flags, all that good stuff. Make sure you guys check it out today, sixpackcoverage.com.
Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tailor your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharps securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more, so you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.
I think that, you want me to be completely honest? Yeah. Last time
It's some room between the legs. 13:57 in the third.
Yeah.
Speaking of Conrad's,
Head to Capitals,
Get to the guap, it's a must. Speak on the top of my brothers
Hell.
blood. None of these niggas get trust. We cannot question, you know what it was. Know what you going for us. You need this back 'cause I'm putting in work. Like I speak fluent in Russian. Did you catch that?
Jesse in first place. Look at you.
See how long this stays.
Bubba.
See how long this stays.
How long can it last? We'll find out.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gents, it's time for the picks. Luke, I was going to pick them because we weren't sure if you were going to be here. You're here. Do you have games? Can we just pick some on the fly? Is that good? Whatever.
I got them.
All right, for sure. Time for some picks, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
All right. For game number 1, we have it's happening tonight. Honestly, in 30 minutes. It's at 7:30. There's not a lot of options tonight. Penguins -125 are headed to Detroit to play the Red Wings +105.
Wings are the underdog. 30% of the money is on the Wings. They're at home. Billy Husso's back in net. Give me the Wings.
Yeah, give me the Wings. For all the reasons still unlisted, and I hate Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's the cherry on top.
From the start.
Let's go 2-0 at home, baby. On TNT.
I'm taking the Wings as well. Game number 2, it is happening in Buffalo because the Flames are headed to Buffalo. Both teams are -110 at 7 p.m. on Thursday night.
Dylan?
I went Buffalo to start, and I felt like I was on the wrong side from the jump. I don't want to make that mistake again, so I'm going to go Calgary.
Jesse.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Sabres.
The man did not want.
It looks so painful. I'm taking the Buffalo Sabres as well.
No,
Luke?
going back and forth.
I am taking the Sabres.
Dylan, you're on
As well.
Calgary Island.
I do the best in islands. The best.
Islands are
Actually, we all do good whenever we're on an island, if I'm being honest.
I'm scared.
Hey, you heard me.
Jesse was on an island 2 times so far, and he's 2-0. I was
This
on
is
an
true.
island once, and
Yeah, I
I'm
might build the bridge, walk over.
1-0. So
I have a boat, Ty. No need.
Ah.
We ride at dawn.
Oh, okay. All right. Luke, game 3.
Game 3, we have this happening Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. The Devils are headed to New York to play the Islanders.
I've seen enough from the game I saw from the Devils and the Wings. Hughes is legit. Give me the Devils to win by 1.5. Take the money line. Easy.
see, my problem is I feel like the Devils are really good on offense, but the Islanders goalie has started off pretty damn good. So
I saw what I saw. The Devils are good.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying the Islanders have a good goalie. All right, I'll take the Devils. They'll win like 2-1 or some shit.
Jesse?
No, Islanders. I want the Islanders. Switching to the Islanders.
Okay.
The Islanders. Sorry.
I was going to pick the Islanders, and I was
Who you got?
Islanders.
Okay. Luke, are you gonna split it or are you gonna put Ty in an island?
1 second. Well, the Islanders are starting off pretty hot. They haven't changed up their game in probably the last 50 years of hockey. The Devils, yeah, Hughes is looking good, but the rest of the team is not. They looked like absolute dog shit the last game they played. They didn't start firing it up until the second half of the third period and lost because it was too little too late. You cannot wait that long against a heavily defensive team that literally focuses their entire game on defense and will grind out like a 3-goal hockey game. I'm taking the Isles.
Okay.
And
You got a chance to prove that theory.
hey, we'll see.
All right, those are the PLPs. That is hockey, and I'm pretty sure that is sports. Beautiful, which means make sure you tune in this Saturday if you can get our college picks, our NFL picks, and also there's a UFC pay-per-view that my boy Luke is going to want to break down to all of you. So make sure you tune in this Saturday. Should be a big podcast. Those of you who want to know where you can find us on the socials, at RideTheTide586 on Twitter, at RideTheTide586 on Instagram, and at RideTheTide Sports Podcast on YouTube and Twitch. That is pretty much everywhere you can catch us. If you want to see other podcasts that might meet your needs, that are outside of sports or whatever you fancy, you can check out Six Pack Coverage. That should be right up here. And then after that, all the betting that we're talking about when you're tuning in on Saturday, or you're following our picks that we just made for hockey tonight. You go over to the Sharps app, you download that right there, because Tyler's timing is impeccable right now, and I fucking love it. Thank you for watching Ride the Tide Sports Podcast. We will see you this Saturday. I'm McGilly. Have a great night. Peace.